Alrighty, last segment of the day to round off the year as everyone's leaving the office. We wanted to know what some of the best nicknames you guys have for yourselves, for other people in the workplace. Put it up on Instagram, send it in, and my golly gosh, did we get a bucket load of nicknames. There's so many to go through, but we'll try and go through the best ones. So I will kick us off. The first one we have is they call someone Sanger because he looks inbred.
That's a
Pretty
violation.
mean, to be honest. That's because everything else, all the other suggestions we have are things that they're useless at work or they don't do stuff. This is just his
Bro
appearance.
who looks inbred.
Yeah.
They're calling him a fucking sandwich, mate.
All right, next one. My friend's name was Andy and he was disabled. Nickname Handicap.
It's clever.
One says they call someone Perth because they're always 3 hours behind.
That's pretty good.
Our next one. So this guy says, this African guy I know dyed his hair orange back in high school. He was called Duracell for a year.
That is just unnecessary.
Did you say in high school?
In high school.
Yeah, that's a high school nickname.
Brutal.
Could you
dude.
call someone Duracell in the workplace?
No, you absolutely couldn't.
Duracell.
That's so funny.
Double A, mate.
I was going to send in a photo. I want to know what this guy looked like.
Just send you a battery, brother.
I got a friend named Hamza who's a Muslim. We call him Haram because Ham's a Muslim.
So this person wrote in, they said that they had a big Christmas lunch at work and everyone's main was the same, but you had to choose your own starter and dessert. So and they were written on your place card. So for example, you would have Dave and then it would be soup pavlova. So now they have someone at work called Nacho Fudge Cake.
Next one we have, they sent in. We have someone in our work with a lazy eye. We call him Uzi. Uzi looking at.
Okay, that's
These are all appearance-based ones.
who's he looking at? I have a mate who's called Tony. He's 5'4". We called him Shetland Tony.
This one, they said at their old work, they had a 70-year-old electrician named Jurassic Spark.
Like, he's old.
He's old and he's a Sparky.
We've got a guy at work with one eye pointing in different directions to each other. He's called Split Screen. It's so aggressive.
Split screen. I feel like I want to use some of these,
Nah,
but I just don't know.
Some you can,
dude,
some
you're gonna-
it's HR.
This
call,
is
bro.
100% HR.
Can you use split screen? I feel like you'd use split screen.
That's so
I need
funny.
double monitor. I have a friend whose first name is Miles. We're in Australia, so we call him Kilometers.
All right, one of the listeners wrote in and said, there's a guy on their cricket team that they call Daylight. His name is Rob Berry.
That's not real. Surely not.
Look, if they send it in,
There's not a bloke called Rob Berry.
It might be.
you ain't know a Robert Berry like that? Come on, man.
Daylight robbery. That's good.
A simpler one. They call someone the G-spot because they can never find him.
Nah, that's a classic of the genre. It's a classic of the genre. Someone writes in, had a guy who was in my company who used to blink rapidly, and his name was Billy. We called him Blinky Bill.
That's pretty good.
This is just a dumb one. Bloke with the last name Tan, we called him Sine Cos. A little trigonometry joke there.
This one's a worksite one. They call him Blister because he only shows up when the hard work's done.
Yeah, very good. All right, this person says, we have an account executive in our team who was called Speedboat because he had no sales. It's quite good.
It's a clever one. This one, so he said that this is when he worked in the UK. He said there was a guy called Bolton because he would randomly wander off by himself. Reference to the Bolton Wanderers
The
there.
Bolton Wanderers.
Shout out.
Apparently, there's a guy at work who used to love starting sentences with, at the end of the day. We call him Sunset.
There's a lad at work we call Two-Stroke. Hard to get started and always smoking.
There's a guy we play cricket with whose last name is Tam, nicknamed Pon. Tampon.
Oh, yeah, that's good. There's a guy they called ED. ED for erectile dysfunction because he's a useless dick. That's just mean.
There's no need for that. Absolutely no need. The last one is, A guy I work with is super lazy. We call him Decaf because he brings no energy to the team.
Fair, very fair.
One of our listeners submitted 3. So he said vitamin because they'd only do one job a day.
Mm.
There was one called the wheelbarrow because he only works when pushed. And then the final one was there was someone called porridge because he was extremely thick.
But thank you for sending them in. That was short and sweet, but had a couple laughs there, which is lovely.